Hello, everyone. It's Saturday, the 1st of February. This is Lee McMahon with your weekend video. Thank you very much for watching. Please take a moment to look over the risk disclaimer, which should now be on your screen. And then we'll go to the charts and talk about what we can expect for next week. It is an NFP week. All right, so there's that to expect. We'll talk about some of the setups that I'm looking at going into another important week. All right. So we're going to start with dollar CAD. We're going to jump out to a larger time frame in just a second. The first thing I want you to note here on dollar CAD, though, is that we have broken this accelerated uptrend. All right, we did almost test the slightly less accelerated uptrend here dating back to the 13th of this month. We also, failed to close below this 50. I am bearish dollar CAD for the first time in quite some time, as we touched 112.23, which is just shy of some very significant Fibonacci resistance. So I want to point that out. We're going to go to a 10-year daily chart. All right. If you draw a fib level from, and this is many of you, this is not news to you. I've been talking about this for a while. It was a Daily FX guest article I did. If you draw a fib from the 130 highs to the 94 lows, okay, we are dancing around right around this 50% fib here, about 112.50. All right, let me clear up some of these. All right, you can see it right there. We basically turned south from that 50% fib. We broke that uptrend, significantly overbought, etc., etc. With the divergence, I do think that we are due for a little bit of a correction here on dollar CAD. Now, whether or not you want to play that against the dollar is kind of up to you. I posted a setup where I was playing it against the Kiwi. All right, and I got short Kiwi dollar up here and out and around down here. So now I'm flat this pair. We'll see. I'm hoping for a bounce here early in the week, to short again. But if we do manage to break down 4-hour close here below this 200 period EMA, I may try to short smaller bounces up on Kiwi CAD. So that's another one to watch. You can also watch Euro CAD. Okay, another little breakdown here. Pound CAD is a little bit trickier. I will probably not short Pound CAD, but I will be watching Pound CAD for a decent sized pullback to eventually buy it. This pair, again, has been showing some pretty significant divergence here. All right. On the daily chart, you can see here RSI divergence showing up very early on. All right, so it has been going on for a while, so there are some warning signs here, but I prefer to buy this pair on a pullback. Some of the other majors to keep an eye on. Euro dollar is definitely one I'll be watching next week. We broke down here below this significant trend line. I'm basically eyeing up moves back up towards 135.50 for an opportunity to get short. I talked about a couple times all the support that we had on euro dollar here back when we were trading up here. And we did. We had all that support, and the market cut through it really without too much of a problem and without any major news. All right. We had some small releases on Friday. Somewhat better personal spending out of the U.S., slightly lower European inflation, but, some of that should have been offset by the better European unemployment rate. So really, it's more of a pure move, all right? It's not like a data-driven spike, all right? We had some time to process, and we still managed to push through all those support levels, which gives me a good deal of confidence. We managed to breach this 135 level, and I'll be looking to sell bounces up to here. We may, bounce off 135 and continue higher, which is why I'm going to wait for this bounce to sort of limit my risk a little bit on euro dollar. So that's definitely one that I'm watching next week. Pound dollar as well. Major support is at 164. If we manage to break down below there, that could be a great short. Euro Aussie. Okay, I'm looking for a breakout in either direction. All right, so either out of this, flag type pattern or below this major ascending trend line. I'll trade that in either direction. We have dollar yen. Is another one I'm definitely watching for a breakout next week. Basically, 102 and 103 are the levels. We finished at 102. A lot of this damage, though, was done in the last like 2 hours of trading. All right, so very low liquidity here. So I would not read a lot into that. But if if after basically the 9 o'clock close, all right, so 9 o'clock Eastern time, which is 2 hours after the Tokyo Open. If we manage to close below 102, I'll probably get short dollar yen, and I will be looking at other yen pairs to join. Euro yen, the sell-off has accelerated. Very frustrating breakdowns here. I've been looking for them and never really got an entry. Pound yen, very similar. Aussie yen, okay, looking for a breakdown here as well. We got a false break and a break back above. So I'll look for another opportunity here to short this pair if we start to see dollar yen break down. Aussie dollar, okay, still holding that wedge. Tough to say exactly what it's doing right now. Certainly 88.13 is the resistance level right around here. And I guess the support levels are 87 and then 86.60 the low. So kind of keeping an eye on Aussie dollar. It's not very clear to me. I think like Euro Aussie is a little bit more clear. Pound Aussie is also, I think, pretty unclear right now. We broke out of that, broke below that trend line, and now we're kind of just chopping sideways. Euro pound spiked lower, still holding the bottom of that wedge, kind of, but not really a lot of tradable action here. Dollar Swiss has bounced well off of this ascending trend line now. We'll see major resistance is starts around this 91 figure, extends up to the 92.16 figure, and support comes in at about 89.83. So we'll see. Kind of similar to Euro dollar. All right, if we see a little bit of a dip here to start the week, I may look to buy dollar Swiss. So really, my focus at the beginning of the week is going to be on dollar CAD, Euro Aussie, Euro dollar, and dollar yen. Those are going to be the pairs I'm focusing on. I think those are where the most clear opportunities are to start the week. We'll see what else develops as we progress through the next week. All right, I hope that's helpful. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the webinar. So if you have other questions or other pairs you want me to cover, by all means, keep an eye out, and I will be posting registration links to the webinar. All right, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your weekend.